So you will get this IP address from my router. So we need to set this as a static IP. To do that, right click on this network icon, open network and sharing center. So click on this Ethernet and click on properties and double click on this IP version 4. So now we need to manually put this IP address. Let's say 192.168 dot 0 dot let's say this as 150. So this is the static IP subnet mask and default gateway is my router. So you can also set the preferred DNS server as 8.8.8.8. Now click on OK. Click on OK. Click on close. So let's wait for a few seconds and type this IP config, and we can see dot 150 has been set as a static IP address. Now we need to change this computer name. So let's go ahead and open this server manager. Sorry. If you click on this local server, it will give you a bunch of information. You can see computer name. This is like a not remembered by the humans, right? So you need to change this name to some name you can easily remember. Right click on this PC, click on properties and click on this advanced system settings, and now you need to go to this computer name and click on change. Now give this computer a name, say Windows DC. DC stands for domain controller. So we will see about all these domain controllers later on. Just for now, let's rename this to Windows DC. Click on OK. So you must restart your computer to apply changes. Okay. So let's restart now. So we have successfully restarted the system. Now let's wait for server manager to load, or you can just click this one. So okay, let's run the server manager. Now we need to install some services on this Windows server. So click on this manage, add roles and features. So let's just wait for a few seconds. Alright, now we need to install the Active Directory services. Click on next and role based feature based installation. So if you are adding to this computer, you need to select this. You can also install the services on this remote server also. Click on next and you can see here the server pool. We have only one server, that is our Windows DC, that is our Windows Server 2012. Click on next. So we are going to install the services on this computer. So now click this Active Directory domain services. So click on add features and click on DNS server. So I think for now that's enough. In the future videos, if we want to pen test any other service, we will install then and at that time. So for now we are going to install these two, DNS server and Active Directory domain services. Click on next and now you can see some more features. .NET 3.5, I think 4.5 has been installed, so let's not worry about that. So you can also install this FTP, Telnet and SNMP service, etc. So let's just uh, click next for now, and click on next, and check this box, restart the destination server automatically if required. So click on next. So you don't need to worry about restarting manually. Click on install. So it will take some time. So okay guys, now click on close, and now you can see there is a flag symbol and there is a notification. Click on this and click on this one, promote this server to domain controller. So click on this. So now we need to see some settings. Add a domain controller to existing domain. So we do not have any existing domain or existing forest, so we are going to create a new forest. So forest name, let's say homelab.server. So let's say this name, homelab.server, as a root domain name, that is a whole forest. Click on next. So you need to enter the password for this restore mode. Okay, let's enter the password. So now click on next. Click on next. So it's going to get the NetBIOS domain name. So it's saying home lab. So click on next. And click on next. So these are our options. Click on next. So now let's install these settings. Click on install. Now a new forest will be created, and this will be the domain controller for that forest. As you can see here, there is a directory partition. CN is called configuration, DC home lab, and DC server. So we will look at this directory partition later. Just for now, remember this CN, DC, and DC server home lab configuration. So now let's click on this close, and close this one too. Now you can manually restart this. Click on restart. So it's already restarting. So guys, now you can see there is this home lab slash administrator, because this is the domain name home lab, and within the home lab we are going to log in as administrator. So guys, that's all for this video. We have set up the static IP and computer name and ADS services, and also we have added a new forest. In the next video we are going to see how to add a computer to this domain.